For more on Ukraine, we have our international affairs editor here on set with us, Philip Turle. Philip, who is taking part in this virtual meeting for Ukraine? What is the point of these discussions that took place in London?
Well, we've seen, Catalina, a general stepping up, I think, of the pressure on Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, as a result of these meetings. The first one on March the 2nd, another meeting today taking place by television, by visual methods, not by leaders being presence in person in London. There'll be another meeting due to take place this Thursday of military chiefs. So what we're seeing is that this so-called coalition of the willing is trying to put pressure on the Russian President Vladimir Putin to come to the table to sign this ceasefire deal that's already been agreed between the United States and Ukraine. What we've seen in London is a gradual stepping up also of the number of countries taking part. We've had, of course, France, Emmanuel Macron, the French president, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, President Zelensky of Ukraine has been there. There have also been representatives from the European Union, a total of 30 different leaders from Australia, from New Zealand, also Canada taking part in all of this, showing that there is an alternative force to that of the United States, which many believe is basically going the way that Moscow wants and not in the interests of Europe and also the interests of Ukraine. That is basically what's been happening today. The language coming out from Sir Keir Starmer, pretty strong language towards the Russian president, saying that he was basically dithering and delaying the setting up of this ceasefire deal, and that he needs to come to the table as quickly as possible to work that out and stop the death and destruction that's going on in Ukraine, and that basically all of the countries involved in this coalition of the willing now agree that the ball is fairly and squarely in Russia's court. So I think the pressure on the Kremlin, the fact that there is this coalition of the willing that is ready to intervene, showing the United States also, as you correctly said, who are not present at these talks today, that they are willing to come in to operate some kind of peacekeeping force in Ukraine once the ceasefire deal is agreed upon.
And this coalition of the meeting, they've had 2 meetings so far. How much progress have they made?
Well, I think that what we're going to see now is the drawing up of this force. I think it's going to be moving. As I said, military chiefs are going to be meeting. Military planners will be convening in the UK again this Thursday. And they're putting the pressure on Russia. Russia, which has come forward to say, in the words of Vladimir Putin, yes, we agree to the ceasefire, but we need to sort out all the different elements of this ceasefire before we'll actually sign it. That's to say they want to take back the whole region of Kursk, which they seem to be in the process of doing right now. They want to keep hold of what they've conquered so far in Ukrainian territory. They don't want Ukraine to be part of NATO, and they don't want Ukraine joining the European Union. We're waiting for the result of these discussions that have happened between the United States and Russia. Steve Witkoff in Russia on his way back to the United States. President Trump saying that he was getting good vibes coming from Russia about them moving forward on the ceasefire, but President Zelensky contradicting that, saying that he wasn't aware of what Russian and military US officials have discussed during those talks in Moscow. So a lot of things that have not been sorted out yet, and we're not really any closer to seeing Russia come to the table anytime soon.
That was Philip Turle for us. Thank you so much.